Looking for a racing helmet in 2026? Then this video could save you time and possibly a lot of money. Some helmets surprised us in a good way, and a few popular ones also came with drawbacks riders keep mentioning. So, which racing helmets are riders actually happy with in 2026? Let's start with the number 5. Starting off our list is the Nolan X.R3R Ultra Carbon, earning its place as one of the most popular racing helmets on the market right now. With a starting price of €670, let's see what riders are saying. One of the first things riders mention is how light the Nolan X.R3R Ultra Carbon feels once it's on the head. Owners often say the low weight makes a noticeable difference, especially on longer rides or during more aggressive riding. That lighter feel helps reduce neck fatigue and adds to the helmet's overall comfort, which is one of the main reasons so many riders speak positively about it. Another point riders consistently mention is comfort. Many owners say the Nolan X.R3R Ultra Carbon feels comfortable straight away and continues to feel good even on longer rides, with some riders mentioning that it still feels comfortable after 5+ hours in the saddle. However, some riders mention that the visor mechanism can feel a bit weak over time. A few owners also report issues with the screws, saying they can loosen or even break more easily than expected. Nolan does offer spare parts, but it's still something to keep in mind before purchasing. At number 4 we have the Nexx X.R3R Carbon, earning its place as one of the most popular racing helmets on the market right now. With a starting price of around €700 for the Zero Pro Carbon version, this is what riders had to say. One of the first things riders mention is the finish and overall build quality. Many owners say the Nexx X.R3R feels premium in hand, with a high-end finish and details that make it feel like a proper race-focused helmet. Another point riders often highlight is ventilation. Many owners mention that the Nexx X.R3R flows a good amount of air through the helmet, helping it stay cooler and more comfortable during warmer rides or more aggressive riding. However, some riders do mention that the Nexx X.R3R is a fairly loud helmet, especially at higher speeds. Because of that, a number of riders say they see it more as a sport or track-focused option rather than something they would choose as their everyday helmet. At number 3 we have the Shark Aeron-GP, earning its place as one of the most popular racing helmets on the market. With a starting price of €1,080, this is what you can expect. One of the standout features riders and reviewers highlight is the field of view. The Shark Aeron-GP offers a very wide visor opening, which helps give riders a more open view of the road or track around them. It uses an optical class 1 visor, which means the visor is designed to deliver very clear vision with minimal distortion, something that becomes especially important when riding at higher speeds. Another feature most riders really like is the adaptive spoiler. One owner specifically mentions that it makes a noticeable difference in stability, while also helping reduce neck fatigue during faster rides. It's especially noticeable while riding fast through corners. However, some riders do mention a practical drawback when it comes to communication systems. Because the Shark Aeron-GP does not have speaker pockets, some owners say fitting intercom speakers takes extra effort. It is still possible to install intercom systems, but it can be a bit more difficult and uncomfortable. At number 2 we have the Scorpion XO-R1 Evo 2 Air Carbon, earning its place as one of the most popular racing helmets, especially for its price. With a starting price of around €500, this is what riders had to say. One of the first things riders consistently mention is how quiet the Scorpion XO-R1 Evo 2 Air feels. For a racing helmet, noise levels are impressively well controlled, and that is something our own test also confirms with a result of 96 decibels, making it one of the quietest racing helmets we've ever tested. Another strong point riders often bring up is value for money. Owners say the Scorpion XO-R1 Evo 2 Air offers a lot for its price, especially thanks to its included smoke visor and pin lock paired with the AirFit system. However, some riders do mention that the XO-R1 Evo 2 Air feels very similar to the previous XO-R1 Evo Air. A few owners point out that the larger rear spoiler is the only main noticeable difference, which makes the helmet feel more like a small upgrade instead of a real one. At number 1 we have the AGV Pista GP RR, earning its place as one of the most popular racing helmets you can buy right now. It has a recommended starting price of €1,430, so it's by far the most expensive helmet on this list, and this is what riders had to say about it. One of the first things riders mention is how light the AGV Pista GP RR feels. Many owners say the helmet feels extremely light once it's on the head, while the aerodynamic shape helps it stay stable at speed. Some riders even mention that once you are riding faster, it can almost feel like you are not even wearing a helmet at all. Another feature riders really like is the adjustable top padding. Owners mention that being able to fine-tune the upper fit helps the helmet sit even better on the head, especially in a tucked riding position where a more precise fit can make the helmet feel even more natural and secure. However, riders also mention that the AGV Pista GP RR is a noisy helmet, especially once speeds go up. At the same time, most owners also say that this is exactly what they expected from such a track-focused design, and for many of them, wearing earplugs solves the issue well enough in real use. Alright, and that wraps up our top 5 best-selling racing helmets. So if you were considering one of these helmets, I hope this video saved you a lot of time. So let us know in the comments, which one would you choose and why? We have special deals on all of these helmets on championhelmets.com, and if this breakdown has saved you time, leave a like on the video and subscribe for more rider-focused content. Buy smart and ride safe, and we'll see you in the next one.